This is Geoguessr. It's a really cool website which one of my students showed me, and I think at first it might seem like something that is useful for just geography teachers, but it could be useful for loads of different teachers, and I'll tell you why. So Geoguessr, with a no E before the R as you can see, is a website that uses Google Maps. It drops you into a random location across the world, and then you have to guess where you are. You have 5 rounds per go, and you could be anywhere. You could be in the middle of the desert, you could be in the rainforest, you could be on a road that's going through Kansas, or you could be by a castle in France. And you can walk around so you can guess where you are. So obviously geography is the first place you'd think of for using this in the classroom, especially as it's called Geoguessr. You could be doing something on landscapes and have a look around and kind of guess where you are based on the landscapes. You could be looking at language, and you could be looking at the different signs posted around. You could be doing it in art. You could be doing a landscapes project and get students to drop themselves randomly in and draw a picture of where that is. You could also use it to help students with their approaches to learning. So I think it's really, really good for team building and for communication skills. We use this often in advisory group at the beginning of the lesson, and it's a really, really cool thing to get the class to work together. We tend to not use this main page one, which is where you can be dropped into anywhere in the world, but we use some of these smaller maps. So sometimes we use London because we're a London-based school, or we might use somewhere that someone else is from. So one of our students is in Sweden, so we might look at that one. We also use famous places, which I'm going to show you now. So what you do is you say, let's play, and it's going to show you where you are, and you can have a look around, and be like, oh, this looks vaguely familiar. Let me guess where this could be. And you can obviously move yourself around as well. So you can zoom in. It's also really good because some of these famous places, people think they know exactly where they are, but actually when it comes to it, you're not too sure. So I think I know where this is, but maybe it's here? I have no idea. So let's have a look. So I was pretty close, it's over there, okay. But some places, you know, famous castles or something, I know, oh yeah, that's in France, but I won't have any clue where it is. So it helps you to kind of learn these things. I find it really nice because we have quite a well-travelled selection of students. A lot of them will be like, oh, I went there on my holidays when I was 8, and they'll tell you all about it. Or maybe it's from a country they've lived in, and it really starts some great conversations. So you go through and you guess where your place is. You get to explore. So now I'm just going to randomly put it through just so you can see where we are. Again, all these places you can have a look around. You can get them to talk about, what do you think about the clothes people are wearing? I am just guessing randomly at this point, sorry. Oh, I wonder where this could be. Okay, I'm going to see how accurate I can get this one, because I feel bad if I don't get this one right. As it is my very hometown. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm going to say we're probably there. Yeah, so we've got 5,000 points. So what we do is on the board, it shows you at the end a summary of how accurate you got them or how far away they are. At the end, we tend to put our scores on the board, and then we try to beat our own score in advisory, and we'll rub out this one and put that on the top. You can have teams going versus each other. I think it's really, really cool. It's not something you could always need to use for a whole lesson, though you could if you kind of build a kind of curriculum around it, such as exploring, or maybe you could get students to talk about justifying their choices, so they have to back up why they think something's in a certain place before they guess. But usually it's just a nice little thing to do for 5 or 10 minutes at the beginning or end of a class. So hopefully you like that, have a play around with it. As I said, it's really, really fun and really easy to use.